Get ready for high-octane action, because we are kicking things off with a massive IndyCar milestone. We are breaking down how McLaren driver Christian Lundgaard finally achieved a victory at the Sancio Grand Prix at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway road course, securing an undisputed pass of the year on the outside of David Malukas. And this win marks a huge moment in the history of the number 7 car after a long drought. This is the end of a long streak, and you need to hear all the details about this incredible performance right now.
Stop using your finger for notes, sketches, and edits. This Jam Jake stylus pen gives your iPad a smoother, more precise writing feel with palm rejection so your hand can rest naturally on the screen. It charges fast, works for hours, and comes with replacement tips. Perfect for school, work, or creative projects. Check the link in the comments to grab it on Amazon.
Next up, we are diving deep into the health and commitment at McLaren Macomb Hospital. We look at how the facility has successfully maintained its Level II Trauma Center designation after a rigorous re-verification survey from the American College of Surgeons. Learn how the team, led by Marlene Nowakowski, and the dedicated trauma team are ensuring they are ready to provide the most critical, life-saving care possible for the community through April 2029. Now, prepare for something absolutely wild coming from the world of hypercars. McLaren is returning to Le Mans with a brand new program, and the real story isn't just the race car, but an unrestricted customer version called the MCL-HY GTR. We explore how this machine strips away all the racing restrictions, potentially making it lighter and more powerful than the race car itself, and why this exclusive vehicle is set to change how we view elite performance engineering. Finally, we look at the visual spectacle as McLaren prepares for the Indianapolis 500. We reveal the stunning new liveries that will adorn the team's 4 cars, featuring Pato Award's Black and White 5, Nolan Sagel's Blue and 6, Christian Lundgaard's Papaya 7, and Ryan Hunter-Rees' Purple 31. Tony Kanaan is hyped about the unfinished business at the Speedway, and we ask if this team can finally complete their long-awaited victory. Don't miss the full race coverage starting Sunday. McLaren driver Christian Lundgaard has broken a significant streak, securing a victory at the Sancio Grand Prix at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway road course. This win marks the first victory in a number 7 car since Danica Patrick's sole IndyCar win at Twin Ring Motegi in Japan on April 20, 2008, a span of 6,593 days. Lundgaard achieved the win with a dominant pass on the outside of Team Penske's David Malukas, who finished second with a career high matching the winner's result. The number 7 car has been a fixture in IndyCar history, having been used in 284 of the 304 races contested since Patrick's victory. During this period, the car secured 22 podium finishes, including 8 with Lundgaard driving. Other podium finishers in the number 7 car included Danica Patrick, Sebastian Bourdais, Mikael Aleshin, Alexander Rossi, James Jakes, Marcus Ericsson, Oliver Askew, and Felix Rosenqvist. Teammates in the number 7 cars also saw substantial success, with 20 wins recorded during that stretch, 9 of which were by Pato Award since 2021. McLaren's recent success in the series has been largely centered around Pato Award, who has been the only driver to win a race with the team since joining IndyCar full-time in 2020. The team had previously considered moving Christian Lundgaard to the number 6 Chevrolet to potentially secure a win. Looking ahead, the report notes that no driver of any odd-numbered car has won the Indy 500 since Kanaan's 2013 victory in the number 11 Chevrolet, and no driver in a number 7 car has won the Indy 500 since Bill Holland in 1949. The coverage for the 110th running of the Indy 500 is scheduled to begin on Sunday, May 24, on Fox. McLaren Macomb Hospital has successfully maintained its Level II Trauma Center designation following a recent re-verification survey conducted by the American College of Surgeons. The designation was secured after the ACS Verification Committee performed an on-site review of the hospital's clinic capabilities and operational processes. This critical status remains valid through April 2029. McLaren Macomb has maintained this designation without interruption since 2014, when it became the first facility in Macomb County to achieve this advanced status. Tracy Franovich, McLaren Macomb president and CEO, emphasized the rigorous nature of the requirements. The requirements that must be fulfilled to remain a Level II trauma center are no small feat, Franovich stated. She added that the re-verification process highlights the commitment of the hospital's trauma team, describing them as extraordinary in their approach to this responsibility with commitment and compassion, and reaffirmed the promise to provide the community with necessary, potentially life-saving care. When a life-threatening or time-sensitive emergency occurs, the hospital's trauma team is immediately activated to provide crucial assessment and intervention to stabilize injured or critically ill patients. The multidisciplinary team comprises emergency physicians, surgeons from various specialties, radiologists, anesthesiologists, and other specialists, all led by Marlene Nowakowski, McLaren Healthcare Director of Trauma Services. Furthermore, McLaren Macomb ensures immediate patient access by maintaining trauma surgeons on site 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, enabling immediate examination upon arrival. McLaren is set to return to the pinnacle of endurance racing with a new Hypercar program, but the focus is shifting from the race car to an even more extreme, track-only customer version. The automaker has officially unveiled the MCL-HY, its challenger for the FIA World Endurance Championship, alongside the highly aggressive MCL-HY GTR, a customer vehicle that bypasses the restrictive regulations governing race cars. The MCL-HY race car is engineered to compete in the FIA World Endurance Championship starting next year, featuring a hybrid-assisted 2.9-liter V6, producing 697 horsepower, and a papaya-inspired livery. The car will be driven by Mikkel Jensen, with support from Gregoire Saucy and Richard Verscore. However, the MCL-HY GTR represents a significant departure. By entirely dropping the FIA-mandated hybrid system and all race regulations, McLaren has created a machine free from balancing rules, weight targets, and complexity. This unrestricted version pushes the output to 720 horsepower. Crucially, the removal of the hybrid system allows the GTR to be significantly lighter than the FIA minimum requirement of 2,271 pounds, which is expected to result in sharper handling, improved braking, and a more visceral driver experience than the official race car. McLaren is positioning the MCL-HY GTR not as a standard supercar, but as a genuine, no-compromise track weapon for a select group of VIP buyers through its project, Endurance Program. Access is strictly controlled, suggesting pricing will be exclusive and far above standard supercar levels. This move highlights a growing trend in high-end performance. Manufacturers are developing ultra-limited track cars specifically for wealthy collectors who demand performance beyond the constraints of road legality, emissions rules, and racing regulations. This dynamic pits the official race car against a customer version that is technically more powerful and focused. Enthusiasts are seeing a split reaction: excitement over the engineering purity of the unrestricted machine versus frustration over its extreme exclusivity. McLaren's approach suggests the future of elite performance vehicles is moving toward a private tier, where access and exclusivity are as important as raw performance. Testing for the GTR is scheduled to begin this month, with customer deliveries anticipated before the end of 2027, aligning with the company's return to Le Mans. This development signals that while motorsport regulations seek to balance competition, manufacturers are increasingly creating vehicles that exist entirely outside those rules, redefining the boundary of what is considered peak performance. Aero McLaren has officially unveiled the distinct liveries that will grace their 4 entries for the upcoming Indianapolis 500. The team is fielding a diverse lineup, each car featuring a major color while maintaining a consistent design aesthetic. Pato Award's entry, car number 5, will sport a black and white scheme. Nolan Sagel's car, number 6, will be colored blue, while Christian Lundgaard's number 7 will feature papaya across significant portions of the vehicle. Completing the quartet, Ryan Hunter-Reay will drive the number 31, which will be predominantly purple. A unifying design element across all 4 cars includes a blocky pattern complemented by white side pods and engine covers. Crucially, all vehicles will feature papaya coloring on the rear wing, front wing end fences, and side mirrors. This livery strategy is integral to the team's Unfinished Business campaign, marking a nod to the 50th anniversary of the team's last Indy 500 victory with Johnny Rutherford. Team principal Tony Kannon emphasized the motivation behind the new look, stating, "We have unfinished business at the Indy 500. The new liveries and campaign reflect our drive and passion to reach the top at the biggest race in the world." McLaren is keenly focused on achieving success, building on recent near misses, including Pato O'Ward's consistent podium finishes over the last 4 years. The entire organization is set to channel its efforts toward completing this long-awaited goal at the 110th Indianapolis 500, scheduled for May 24th.